The unemployment line has become Generation Z's unofficial graduation ceremony.
Gen Z is facing the worst unemployment rate in decades.
While their parents walked across stages to collect diplomas and then straight into careers, today's graduates are collecting rejection emails at a rate that would make a spam folder blush.
More often than not, it's literally just rejection, rejection, rejection.
Recent graduate unemployment towers above the general rate like a skyscraper casting shadows on the street below. And those shadows are getting longer. This isn't your typical post-graduation jitters or the usual paying your dues narrative older generations love to preach. We're witnessing something fundamentally different: the systematic dismantling of the career ladder's bottom rungs while young people are still climbing. The entry-level job paradox has become a cruel joke. Companies post positions for recent graduates but demand 3 years of experience. How do you get experience without a job? You can't. How do you get a job without experience? You don't. It's a trap that would be funny if it wasn't destroying so many lives. LinkedIn's data reads like a comedy writer's rejected sketch. Over 40% of positions branded as entry-level demand at least 2 years of experience. Another 22% want 3 years or more. According to the National Association of Colleges and Employers, 55% of seniors anticipate major difficulties, a number that transforms from statistic to lived experience with every unanswered application. These aren't entry-level jobs. They're mid-career positions wearing a cheap disguise, fooling no one except the HR departments posting them. One journalism graduate, 85 applications deep since April, captures the collective doubt. Maybe I wasn't good enough. But when over half of all seniors share this fear, we're not witnessing individual failure. We're documenting systemic collapse. Each application disappears into the digital abyss, another message in a bottle that will never reach shore. The tech sector, once the promised land for bright-eyed graduates, has transformed into a fortress with the drawbridge permanently raised. Artificial intelligence isn't just automating tasks, it's erasing entire career trajectories. Those junior developer positions where veterans learn to code without crashing production? Gone. Replaced by algorithms that work around the clock without benefits packages. Tech companies pioneered this brave new world where machines handle the grunt work previously assigned to eager 20-somethings. The learning opportunities that once came bundled with modest paychecks have evaporated like morning dew in Death Valley. What remains are senior positions requiring skills you can't develop because the training ground has been paved over with server farms. Here's a math problem that would stump Einstein. The average starting salary sits at $59,000, up a measly 2% from last year. Meanwhile, rent prices have gone supernova. Groceries cost more than concert tickets, and gas prices fluctuate like volatile stocks. This isn't just inflation. It's a financial vice grip squeezing an entire generation. The cruel arithmetic continues. $33,000 in average student debt meets a job market offering positions that don't require degrees. Over 60% of recent graduates find themselves underemployed, a sanitized term for working at a coffee shop despite having an engineering degree. When 68% believe financial independence won't arrive until after 30, we're watching the American dream transform into the American mirage. Always visible on the horizon, forever out of reach. Companies have developed a peculiar hoarding strategy. Gartner's survey reveals the uncomfortable truth. 70% of companies have essentially pressed pause on expansion, choosing to clutch existing employees like dragons guarding gold, while posting job listings they never intend to fill. The U.S. Chamber of Commerce confirms that small and medium businesses are frozen in place, waiting for clarity on tariff policies before making any moves. The ghost jobs phenomenon haunts job boards everywhere. Positions posted for optics, for data collection, for maintaining the illusion of growth, while executives debate trade implications behind closed doors. One journalism hopeful describes the marathon: 7 interview stages for a single position, each round designed to eliminate rather than evaluate. It's not recruitment, it's an endurance contest where exhaustion determines the winner. The trade war with China plays out in headlines, while its real casualties fill out application number 86, then 87, then lose count somewhere around 100. Every threatened tariff on European goods translates to another hiring freeze, another internship program cut, another door closing. The Chamber of Commerce data shows that businesses cite supply chain uncertainties as their primary reason for avoiding new hires. Corporates speak for, "We're too scared to invest in you." The Federal Reserve's interest rate gymnastics, attempting to combat inflation that peaked at 9.1% in 2022, created ripples that became tsunamis by the time they reached entry-level positions. Though inflation has cooled to 3.2%, the damage lingers like smoke after a fire. The Conference Board tells the story in brutal clarity. Only 29% of employers plan to increase graduate hiring in 2025, down from 41% just 4 years ago. The modern job search resembles shouting into the Grand Canyon and waiting for an echo that never comes. The 45-day response time Glassdoor discovered isn't just a number. It's 6 weeks of refresh buttons worn smooth, of hope fermenting into anxiety, of wondering if your application even made it past the algorithmic gatekeepers.
Those automated rejection emails, when they arrive at all, read like breakup texts from someone you never dated. "We've decided to move forward with other candidates" becomes the generational catchphrase, a diplomatic way of saying your carefully crafted application joined thousands of others in the digital landfill. Remember internships? Those summer adventures where you'd fetch coffee and occasionally learn something valuable? A 12% decrease between 2022 and 2024 means fewer bridges between education and employment, fewer chances to collect that mystical experience everyone demands but nobody provides. Companies expect candidates to arrive fully formed, like Athena from Zeus's head, complete with 3 years of experience and impossible achievements. Gallup's data paints a portrait of a generation in psychological freefall. Only 29% of Gen Z workers feel engaged, while 46% openly admit to professional pessimism. Every rejection email triggers self-doubt. Every ghost job listing breeds cynicism. Every successful peer's LinkedIn update becomes a reminder of personal failure. As one graduate put it, "It's literally just rejection, rejection, rejection. Always the automated messages." More than 60% expect to cobble together gig work and temporary positions before finding stability, if stability exists at all. Young workers string together DoorDash deliveries and Uber rides, creating patchwork income that never quite covers a solid life. They're not entrepreneurs by choice, they're survivors by necessity, turning side hustles into main hustles because main careers have vanished. "Go to college," they said. "Get a degree," they promised. "It's your ticket to success," they lied. The National Student Clearinghouse reports enrollment dropping 5% since 2020, as prospective students witness their predecessors' struggles and reasonably ask, "What's the point?" One recent graduate expressed the betrayal. "I was told by a lot of people that I was going to get a job right out of college, and then all of a sudden there's no jobs." Universities sold dreams but delivered debt. That $33,000 average burden becomes a monthly reminder of promises broken, of investments that refuse to pay dividends. When loan payments resumed in 2023, they added insult to injury, demanding money from people who can't find jobs that justify their education. The Federal Reserve's warnings about economic scarring sound clinical, almost peaceful. The reality is more violent. Careers kneecapped before they begin, earning potential permanently diminished. The 2008 recession graduates saw earnings reduced by 9% for over a decade. Today's graduates face similar math with worse variables. According to the Pew Research Center, nearly half believe traditional retirement is a fantasy they'll never afford. The ladder to success hasn't just lost rungs. It's been replaced with a treadmill that speeds up whenever you find your footing. When hundreds compete for single positions, the job search transforms from professional process to gladiatorial combat. Young applicants aren't just competing with peers, they're battling ATS algorithms, experienced workers accepting pay cuts, offshore alternatives, and AI replacements. But Generation Z faces a choice: accept extinction or engineer evolution. Some are already adapting, building personal brands, creating content, launching micro-businesses, forming collectives that share resources and opportunities. The blueprint for resistance exists:
Tech boot camps that guarantee job placement, apprenticeship programs that bypass degree requirements, collective bargaining for gig workers, cooperative businesses that share profits equitably. The tools for revolution are scattered. They just need assembly. The solutions won't come from above. Politicians debate while young people refresh Indeed for the 100th time today. Companies won't suddenly develop consciences. The Federal Reserve won't magically fix what decades of policy broke. Change will come from this generation itself, from refusing to accept unpaid internships, from calling out ghost job postings, from building parallel systems that make the old ones obsolete. Generation Z isn't facing a rough job market. They're experiencing economic exile, locked out of a system their parents built and their grandparents benefited from. But here's what the statistics miss. This generation possesses something previous ones lacked: the ability to see the system's failures with crystal clarity, without rose-colored glasses or nostalgic delusion. They know the game is rigged because they've examined the dice up close. The question isn't whether they'll survive this job market apocalypse. They will, because they must. The question is what they'll create in its aftermath, and whether the system that failed them is prepared for the reckoning that's coming. That clarity, painful as it is, might be exactly what's needed to build something better.